Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. We're here with Alyssa Weatherby. She's the owner of the Axe Women Loggers of Maine, and she's here today to talk about a really cool course that's going on next month. It's a women's chainsaw safety course. Alyssa, thanks for joining us this morning.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So there's two next month. There's one in Ellsworth and one in Turner. Can you talk a little bit about what this women's chainsaw safety course will entail?
Yeah, so it's geared towards the very beginner. Yeah. So we're going to go over the safety gear and how to start the saw safely, how to run it safely. We're going to talk about the differences between the battery-powered saws and the gas-powered saws. They're going to get a chance to go outside and run all of the saws.
Cool.
But we're nothing too crazy. So we're not actually felling trees. We're not, you're going to walk out of there knowing the basics. So that's really what it's geared for, is women that just have not had the chance to learn this yet.
So important to learn the basics too. Like any power tool, they can be pretty safe if you know what you're doing and you use them safely, but one wrong move, it can be pretty dangerous too.
Exactly. And we always tell people don't be afraid of them, just respect them. Respect the saw, know what you're doing, learn the proper way, and then it's a really important tool to have, and it's a really important skill to know what to do, especially living here in Maine.
Yeah. After this it's been almost a year now where we had those storms where all the trees fell down. I was just thinking, I hadn't yet learned how to use a chainsaw, but I was like, wow, it would be so valuable to know how to use one, because there's things blocking the roadways. There's, it's good for everybody to know how to use a saw.
Exactly. Yep, we had a lot of women reach out to us over the past winter and just thanking us for teaching them the basics.
Yeah.
They had gone home, they had bought their saws,
Yep.
and they were able to clean up their yards after some of these storms or cut a tree that had fallen across their driveway.
Are you seeing more women taking on this? It used to be, I don't want to, seem like a bad guy, but it seemed like a guy's thing with a chainsaw. But more and more women I know, my 81-year-old mother has a little chainsaw.
Nice.
And a battery-powered one at that too, which is a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
But it seems like more and more women are getting into this.
We are. It's really interesting to watch the registrations rolling in and just the age ranges. We have ladies in their 20s, but we also get ladies in their 60s and 70s and 80s, and they all have just really different stories about why they're interested. And some ladies grew up in a house full of brothers, and they were never taught how to run a chainsaw.
Right. And it's never too late to learn. I know with different sizes of chainsaws, you can get a smaller saw, so it's not as much. If you're not as strong as somebody who you saw using it growing up, it's okay, because there's smaller ones available to you.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a huge range of saws. If you want to use them every day and be doing a lot of firewood manufacturing, you might want the bigger gas-powered saw. But if you just want something for really occasional use, or to limb up something in your yard, or to cut some smaller stuff, the battery saws are great too.
Yeah. So on that note too, I mean, you guys are the Axe Women. It's women teaching women, right? And
Yes.
There's a lot of value in that too. You guys are pros at what you do. Can you talk a little bit about your business, just so people know what you guys do?
Yeah. So my business is the Axe Women Loggers of Maine. We're a team of professional timber sports athletes. We travel all over North America competing and performing. Right now we have 42 ladies on our team. They are world champions, world record holders, collegiate champions. We have the up-and-comers in timber sports.
It's fun to watch too.
Yeah.
It is. It's fun to compete in. It's a blast,
So you guys are trustworthy to learn from, to say the least.
I believe so, yes.
World champions, to say the least.
Yes.
Okay, for folks to learn more, where can they go?
So if you want to sign up for the Ellsworth classes, that is through the Ellsworth Adult Ed program. And if you want to sign up for the classes in Turner, that is through the go to the Maine Women's Network website. Go to our events page. You can sign up there. That class will be held at Ricker Hill Orchard.
Oh, cool.
So after the class, they can stay around and enjoy some
apples.
cider.
That sounds awesome. Right. Yeah, cool. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Alyssa.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Of course. We'll send it over to Devin Biggs for our full weather forecast.